So the first thing I wanted to say, guys, is thank you to everybody who commented and f***ing hell. So this is now officially my second week of rain. Why can't I talk? So the first thing I wanted to say, guys, is thank you to everybody who watched the first video. I saw a lot of comments from people on there saying they enjoyed it, so that was really nice to see. As I said in the last video, if you guys are here to watch the Cummins Land Rover video, I promise you that is going to come back to the channel. It's just a matter of logistics at the moment, of being able to get down to Kent to come and bring it back up here again. So that is going to come back. Videos will be coming. Be patient. But going back to the Range Rover, this is now my second week of Range Rover ownership. The first week was pretty faultless, I have to say. It was very comfortable commuting to work and back in this every day. I think the diesel heater was working in the morning, so it was warming up the engine nice and quick. It was, yeah, like I say, perfect winter commuting car. So my plan for this weekend is to really attack the interior. You might be able to see already that some bits of it are already looking a bit cleaner than when I first showed you. That's because we did a bit last weekend as well. But we've not yet attacked the leather seats. So the leather is extremely dirty still. So that's going to be my plan for today. Before we get to that though, I just want to drop in a bit of footage from earlier in the week where I had the Range Rover in the workshop with a laptop plugged in to sort out a few little issues I had earlier in the week. So you guys watch that and I'll see you in a few minutes. So the problem I had earlier on in the week was that the air suspension wasn't sitting quite level. So as you can see in this clip, the back end is down and the front is up. I reckon this was caused when the garage had it up on the lift and they changed the damper and the lower suspension arm. And it doesn't really take much to disturb the calibration of the height sensors, unfortunately. But luckily, it doesn't take much to rectify it when you have access to official JLR dealer level diagnostics software, which is what you see me operating here. So the way I fixed this issue was to run the suspension height calibration tool within SDD. SDD prompts you to measure each corner individually from the centre of the hub to the top of the wheel arch and input the measurement into the program. SDD then compares your measured values with what height it knows the vehicle should be riding at, and then it makes the appropriate adjustments to its calibration. Once it's done that, it has you remeasure the corner heights to check for any error against the factory specified height. If this passes, the process is complete and you can enjoy a nice level ride again. Although the L322 suspension system is many times more complex than most cars, this shows you that with the right tools it's easy enough to tame and it's nothing to be scared of or put off by really. So guys, we've got up on the ramp now, I'm just going to have a look around it. As you'd expect, it's pretty dirty under here. There's a fair bit of surface rust on some of the arms and stuff, but nothing you wouldn't expect for the miles she's done. This is literally going to be the first time I go through this and see everything, so you're going to be seeing everything I see for the first time. So what I've noticed straight away is this is our new airbag. They said they'd fitted, which is good to see. They have actually fitted that. It's a brand new bag. I can't see what make it is. Can see any clues? Look at the routing of that pipe there. I guess it's the same on this side, or similar. Not too bad. Yeah, I can't see any clues as to the make. The one on the other side doesn't look too bad, it's obviously a fair bit older, not too bad. And then here's our new damper. Like I said, they fitted, so this is a variable damper they fitted. It is a Bilstein BL5 D987, which I believe is not genuine Land Rover, but I think it's a good OEM part, Bilstein, so quite happy with that. Big back box here, probably original, but it's all pretty good. This might even be stainless, to be honest, as standard. And then moving forward, wow, it's a big old void here. Looks like there's something, maybe optional extra that I'm missing, or something that goes here. This would be a great space for a long range fuel tank or something like that maybe. Exhaust still looks good. Here's our transfer box. Looks okay, that's actually very dry looking. On the rear flange there, it's nice and dry. Maybe a bit of seepage around this front join here, but it's very, very minimal if it is, because it's pretty dry. I can't really see this prop shaft to have a look at it, but you can see there's a centre bearing in there, so I'll give that a waggle. Maybe a bit of movement in there, but not too bad. I mean, they're supposed to move a little bit. See, we've got some kind of hydraulic connection here to the, I don't know what this is. I guess this might be a, maybe vacuum? I don't know. Interesting. We've got this big cross member in the way on the ramp now, so I can't really get to it, but let's go under here. Moving forward, that's the bottom of our transmission there, or it's got some kind of a guard on it by the looks of it. But it doesn't look too bad. There's obviously no oil bin on the bottom of this, so it's probably pretty clean on top of it as well, I would imagine. Exhaust still looking good. Here's one of our, I guess this is a cat, could be DPF. Doesn't look like it's been tampered with, which is good. Although I guess this could be the DPF behind it as well, actually. I have no idea. I see we've got a sensor here actually, which is normally assigned as a pressure sensor for the DPF, so it could be that. And then another one up here, so yeah, this is probably our DPF canister here. It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be. And then in the front, you can see it looks okay. I don't think they touched anything on this side, but these calipers are massive. They're really huge, aren't they? I think they're 6 pot, which is ridiculous. And you can see out here our height sensor, big fat drive shaft with the CV. Yeah, looks okay. More plastic guards under here, but again, really dry. There's nothing under here to be worried about so far. On this side, this arm here, although it doesn't look it now, this was actually replaced by the guys at the garage, because this was the side that failed on one of these bushes. So you can see that's all been off recently. It's obviously filthy now because of the roads, but see, that's a brand new bush in there that you can see in the arm. Compare it to that side. It does look slightly different, but there's not much movement. Yeah, both feel pretty good. I mean, this has literally just been MOT'd, so I shouldn't really need to check anything in terms of suspension, but it's always nice. This feels incredibly flimsy, these air suspension links. Yeah, it's amazing that works. You can see how these work, guys. They're basically attached onto the suspension arm at the bottom there, and then a little rod goes up to what's basically a potentiometer on my little arm that's sticking out. So as the suspension moves up and down, the car can tell what's going on basically. If you look all the way up there to the top, you can see the front airbag right at the very top of the strut, and then this is your big anti-roll bar link, and a very monstrous looking anti-roll bar itself, very thick. Same again this side. The front struts don't look too bad actually. They're probably not that old, although they probably stay a bit cleaner being up there than the rear ones. Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised. There's a bit of water here, I think that's probably from where I've driven through a puddle, but yeah, it's really clean. For a Land Rover, I was fully expecting to see a lot more oil under here, but it's a pleasant surprise actually. So yeah, happy days. So I think my approach with the leather guys is going to be to basically attack it with this stuff, Auto Glim leather cleaner. Probably do these a couple of times with this, give it a really good scrub, and then once that's started, then we'll go over it with this leather care balm, and hopefully that will restore a bit of life into this old leather. A few of you guys complained I didn't show the outside of the Rangy after I cleaned it the other day. That's because I forgot to film it, and now it's filthy again. But it's okay, because I'm going to do a proper exterior clean, cut and polish at some point in the near future, so you'll be able to see it then. At this point we decided to take out the rear seats so we could properly clean the carpet, which as you can see was absolutely disgusting. I borrowed a professional carpet cleaner, so we ended up doing all the carpet in the truck, and I mean every square inch of it. That's why my brain was so befuddled by chemicals when I recorded the intro, I think. Nice. Oh, that was a lot of scrubbing. I can't tell you guys how much nicer it smells and feels in here. It looks as well. Yeah, it's starting to look like a Range Rover again rather than some old van. So one more job I'm going to do today, guys, before packing up is I'm just going to chuck these upgraded HID bulbs in. I think the ones that are in it are probably the original ones because they're probably about half as bright as they should be. So I'll just show you what they look like at the moment. So that's on now, and they should definitely be a lot brighter than they are. To be fair, they do go dim over time normally, so hopefully these will make a nice difference. Oh my god, that sounds terrifying. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Oh, that was tight. Ooh. So how do these come out then? I wonder. Aha. Nice and easy. Oh wow, these look really bad. Really, oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, hopefully this focus is alright for you guys, but that's how one's supposed to look. See the main filament in the middle there is nice and clear. And this is what the one I've just taken out looks like. So it's all clouded up and yeah, definitely looks past its best, so hopefully this works. There we go. Right, let's try both on at once and see if the difference is there. I think that's made a nice difference. You can see the right hand side is a lot more crisp and bright, and yeah, if you look over to the corner of the fence there, it's definitely kind of yellowy, not very bright. And then from the front, the new one's definitely a lot kind of bluer and brighter. Well, not blue, it's 6000K, so that's pretty white. So yeah, nice. Let's do the other one now. Yep, you can see that one again is all clouded up and crystallized, which cannot be good. Easy as that, guys. Sorted. That's much better, guys. I'm well happy with them. They'll probably get a bit brighter as they warm up as well. Yep, and the light colour looks a lot better as well. They're like pure white now rather than that sort of yellowy tinge to them, so that's brilliant. These bulbs, guys, are only actually 25 quid for the pair from Amazon, or slightly less than that actually. If you buy Osram bulbs, it's about 160 quid for a pair. So I mean, we'll see how long these last, but for now I'm pretty happy, even if they only do me a year or two. So fittingly for a car that was bought on eBay, I've been on eBay again and bought a few bits that will maybe give you guys an idea of what's going to be coming in the next video or two. First of all, leather repair kit, sort of a die kit. That's because the steering wheel is pretty worn on the front face. Hoping that will liven it up again and make it look a bit fresher. Wiper blades, got them, that's boring. Somebody on the first video recommended I try one of these suction cup things for pulling out dents. So I've got one of them coming. It's already here actually. I'm going to give that a go, and if that can pull out that big dent on the rear quarter panel, that'll be awesome. And then next, this was a bit of an unexpected purchase really, because I think I said to you guys earlier on that I was intending on keeping the 19-inch wheels. I was quite happy with those, but when I've had a look, the tyre selection that you can get is a lot better in 20-inch. It needs 2 tyres on the back, and I thought if I ever want to go to all terrains, the selection of tyres like Cooper tyres and BF Goodrich and stuff like that is much better on 20-inch than it is on 19. So I had a look on eBay, and these were ending in like 10 minutes just down the road from where I live. So I had a bid, and I actually managed to get a set of 4 20-inch L405 wheels, mounted with Pirelli Scorpion. What are these? Pirelli Scorpion Verde, so they're all-season tyres, about 50% tread on them. And I won the auction for 137 quid for all 4 of those, which is incredible. So I didn't think I was going to be changing the wheels, but it looks like I am now, so we'll see that coming in the next few days, maybe next week actually. And next up, some gas struts. This is a kit from Powerful UK. They do the bonnet and the tailgate in one kit, so there's 4 pieces in there. They're all really worn out on my car, so that will make it a lot nicer to use. And just before I go, guys, I wanted to say a massive thank you to everyone who's come back to my channel after the long break I've had since the last video. I'm going to try and keep to a 1 a week schedule now, sticking to Friday for my upload day, or possibly Saturday if I'm running late. And I don't normally mention the typical like, comment, subscribe thing that a lot of YouTubers do, because I find it a bit cringy in all honesty, but the reality is that likes, comments and subscriptions really do help the channel out. It helps YouTube to recommend us to other enthusiasts browsing the site, and the more traffic I get to the channel, the more exciting content I can produce for you all in the future. But yeah, thank you all again for your viewership and lovely comments, especially this guy. He's obviously a man of exceptional taste.